Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Mixed Emotions. I'm Shreya. Hope you all are doing well in this quarantine session, and today I'm here to share something different from what I have been doing these days. And I thought of doing something different. As you know that the channel's name has been Mixed Emotions, and I wanted to get with contents which have been different and which have been out of the box a bit, and I did not want to stick to one particular content, so I decided to make something different which would turn out to be a big help to all of you. So I decided to come up today with a video about English. English has always been a subject which has been very dear to me, and I am not any, let me just put a disclaimer that I am not any professor, or I am not a very I don't have a degree and a hi-fi degree in English, but what I wanted is to suggest people related to the information which I had in the field of English, because I have seen many of my friends and many of my relatives and many of the people who actually they want to speak in English, but I don't know, due to their own personal maybe gap or personal problem, they cannot speak up. They know what they want to say, but they cannot say it properly. So I have seen this many times, and I have also seen many friends of mine who has told me that they have this particular problem, that they want to say something but they cannot express it. But that doesn't mean that they don't know English. Yes, they do know, but they cannot express. So I have also been in the same phase for many years, and I have a particular problem of fumbling, and I have tried to overcome it by speaking and speaking more, and by speaking more in front of the mirror at times, or speaking with my students, of course. Tuition, going to tuition has been my part-time job, let me inform you, and I tried doing the same. So still now I'm facing the problem, but I try to improve every single day upon the same old thing. So at times had always been there that I was very much shaky in order to speak English. I used to speak all wrong English, and I was not at all very profound in this particular language. But what I didn't leave was to try. So I kept trying about the same, and today I just want to share few tips with my friends, my my people who watches my videos, and also to whom who doesn't, and also to those people, this video especially, who thinks that they want to say the entire sentence but they cannot express it. So I'm just going to provide a helping guide to them. This is not at all any professional or technological video which I'm uploading, which is based on English. It's just a very normal video for those people, and specifically for beginners who want to deal in this subject and who want to learn English. It's as simple as that, because I feel that whatever I know regarding this subject, I can impart to all of you, and if this is a help to you guys, I think that will be my biggest achievement. So let's get started. Let's start off with what I was saying, that I will discuss few of the tips through which you can get hold of this particular subject, and through which you can understand. So let's get started. The first tip for you to speak, for spoken English, is that we always have a notion that we need to know grammar very nicely. We need to be we need to prioritize the subject very much. I never say that no, you don't, but please don't make it a topmost priority, because at times it happens that English grammar has various rules. I may discuss it in my next videos. There are thousands of rules in every such chapter, starting from noun, starting from adjective, starting from verbs, adverb. It has many rules. So if you go through the rules, and if you think that as a beginner you will be mugging up all the rules and you will be starting with your venture, I think it will not be very much successful. So the first and foremost thing is that you should always try to learn English without learning the grammar, or without prioritizing grammar at a very advanced level. You learn the basic grammar. I feel like you should know what is a noun, You should know what is a verb, you should know what is a pronoun. These are the basic things, adjectives, but you need not to go into the depth of it, and you need not to learn the various forms of adjectives or various like kinds and what kind of differentiation is there. You don't need to go to those exemplary levels or those advanced levels. So you should gear up with the basic grammar sense, and after you gain a momentum in the field of English, you may go ahead with the advanced grammar section. The next big thing according to me is learning phrase and clause. I will give an example. Many of us, previously what I used to do is that I used to learn a lot of vocab, and after learning a lot of vocab, but I couldn't make a proper sentence because I didn't have the knowledge, very good knowledge about phrase and clause. Like there are many phrases and there are many such famous phrases which we can learn easily because you don't even have to learn it. These are very common. Okay, like at the riverside, this is a phrase. Okay, like many such there, you can find it. If you Google it, you can find if you just type that the top 25 phrases, you can get it. So what you do is that you start learning these phrases. Phrases are a collection of 2 or 3 or more than those words which always stays together. So if you learn phrases, I guess you can have the hold upon the sentence. So when you learn phrases, you know how the sentence will be forming, how will you place the sentence, and how will the sentence assume or how will the sentence look like. So learning phrase is also a very important thing while you start learning or while you take this endeavor of learning English. They always say that there is a notion that always read and listen. Okay, only reading and listening is not always enough. Like we have heard from our parents that keep reading English books, buy English magazines, buy an English novel. I had one of my friend who just started with English, and suddenly I could get to know that her parents had bought her a Harry Potter book. And you can imagine the English level in Harry Potter book is not been easy for the beginners. Actually, when I got a book like the Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, I guess it was so difficult for me to understand those words, and I couldn't complete the book. I still remember I was naive in there. Still I am a naive in English. So suddenly her parents bought her this book, and she couldn't understand a single word. She just completed one page and she just threw it in her book library. She had a library in her home. It was a huge library, and her parents used to buy her books. So according to me, if you start reading without any knowledge, if you start reading without having the complete knowledge about the same, it's of no particular use, right? So what you should do is that you should also start speaking. Speaking is a very, very important step while you want to learn English, while you want to improve your English talking skills or the spoken English thing. So there is a natural order. Let me tell you the natural order. The natural order is listening, speaking, reading, and then writing. So these are the 4 natural order. So I'm repeating the same. First one is listening. You need to listen very carefully. You need to understand the words, right? You need to speak. Next is speaking. You need to speak properly. You need to speak whatever comes to your mind in a proper way. Okay. Third is reading. You need to read. Yes, reading is important, but reading does not forms the primary aspect. And fourth is writing. Yes, writing is also needed. So that is the very important step. So, and like for beginners like us, we do not think that I will start speaking and I will start speaking fluently in English. It does not happen like that way. It takes time. You start talking, and after a particular point of time, you improve your skills, and then you can speak in a fluent language. So there is no hurry. Please start speaking. Whatever you speak, mark the words, mark those areas where you cannot speak, where you're getting stuck, and yes, after that you can be a very fluent English speaker. I'm hungry. I'm having soup. I was hungry. I'm having soup. I will be hungry. I'm having soup. So I told you 3 sentences. I was hungry. I'm having soup now. Fine. This sentence goes. It is not that bad. I was hungry at a particular point of time, so I'm having the soup now, right? This is in the past tense, but now I'm having the soup. This is in the present tense. I am hungry now, so I'm having the soup. Yes, this is also perfectly alright. I'm hungry now, so I'm having the soup. But I will be hungry, I'm having soup now. This sentence does not have any particular connection. I will be hungry later. I don't know when I will be. Right now I am not hungry. So right now if I am having soup, this sentence do not have any connection with I will be hungry later. So this sentence does not stand. Another false notion about learning English is that you need to have some brain to learn English. I don't know. I am absolutely against this. Anyone in the world you can pick up, anyone in the world can speak at least one language. This is according to reports. Yes, if you want, if you have the spirits, if you have this urge, you can easily learn English, guys. And for that you don't have to have any superpower, you don't have to have any brain power, you don't have to be thoroughly intelligent, thoroughly studious. By practicing speaking and by practicing some phrases, by reading few things, these are the few efforts. Like weekly, if you spend 1 hour behind English, I think you can ace this subject, guys. I'm telling you this. You don't have to need a whole lot of brain power and educational skills and stuffs like that in order to be fluent in English. So you need to just calm down and you need to have these particular habits of yours once in a week. And I guess finding out time for yourself once in a week is absolutely normal now, specifically when we are, most of the time we are in home. So yes, you can go for it. Another very common phrase is practice makes a man perfect. But I will say that practice makes what you are reading set in your mind in a permanent basis. Yes. So practice, if you practice an incorrect sentence, you will never ever forget the sentence, and it will happen that you will keep saying the incorrect sentence for the rest of your life. So practicing the correct material and practicing the correct sentence is actually needed. And practicing the correct sentence will make you perfect. So that is my definition of practice. Whatever you practice, please practice it from the given source or given particular popular sources, not unidentified or unauthorized access. So you need to study perfect things and perfect material. Don't go for anything this and that. I will be giving a few name of the books, of the English grammar books, in my video description box. You can find it out from there. You can read those books. Those books are really meaningful books, and those books can help you beginners like to gain a perfect knowledge about the subject. So that's all for today, and I hope if you have any comment, any suggestion, please let me know in the comment section. If you have any such queries, please post in the comment section. I will be looking forward to help you guys like anything. And yes, we all are beginners in this particular knowledge of spoken English, and we have a lot to go. And if you have liked my video, do press the bell icon and like my video and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching Mixed Emotions. Hope you all staying safe at home. Stay good, stay happy. Thank you.